Alrighty, just got to my spot here down on the west coast of the South Island. I'm not exactly sure what the beach is called. It's somewhere between Haast and Jackson's Bay. So yeah, just gonna chuck a bait in the water. Just about to chuck my first bait in the water. Just pretty standard stuff, ledger rig, bit of salted bonito, 4-bar recurve. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Not too sure what to expect species wise. Alright, here we go, just about to chuck the first bait in the water. Alright, here we go. It didn't take too long. Got the first fish on. It's a real good one. Had a really good take on it. I was sitting way up the beach watching the rod and it just absolutely bent over, so I had to boost down here and grab it. But I mean, being the west coast, chances are this is a shark, but we shall see. Either way, it's going to be a good scrap. Alrighty, I've got him right up into the whitewash here. I'm just going to try and pull him up with one of these waves. Oh, there's a real big wave coming. I haven't even seen it yet. Oh, is that a snapper? What the heck? That's a snapper. That's unreal. Alright, I come all the way down here to South Westland to get into some new species, and the first fish on the board is a snapper. It's only just hooked, just in the lip there. I'll probably let him go, being the first fish of the day. Send him back home. That's a nice size snapper. Alrighty, powered off. But not what I was expecting, but that's alright. Maybe there's a few more of those out there. Alright, there we go. There's another bait rigged up. Just pretty much like a long little skinny bit of salted bonito, just with a bit of bait elastic, 4-bar hook. We'll turf that out the back and see if we can get into another fish. Alrighty, bait number 2 going out the back. Alrighty, that didn't take long. That was only a couple minutes and into another fish. It's got a few head nods. Oh, far out. It's got a few head nods, feeling a little bit snappery. I don't want to speak too soon though. Alright, got it right into the whitewash here. Probably going to get a look at it. And there we go, another snapper. Far out. Alright, here we go, there's another nice size snapper. Probably slightly smaller than the last one. But that's alright. Still like a good solid like 40s, mid 40s maybe. Here we go, another nice snapper for the west coast of the South Island. I'm very surprised to be pulling in snapper like this, but that's alright. I'm definitely not complaining. I'll chuck this guy back as well. He seems pretty lively. Is he gonna go? There he goes. Alright, here we go, bait number 3. Bait number 3 about to go out the back. See if we can make it 3 baits, 3 fish. Alright, didn't manage to get this one on camera, but just got another fish, and it is a nice little Gurnard, so that's pretty good. I'm probably going to keep this one, to be honest, because I quite like Gurnard, very tasty. But yeah, I'm catching all sorts of species that I would probably normally catch up north. Just cooking up that Gurnard straight on the side of the road here, and then I'll get back into the fishing. Gurnard brain. Alrighty, back down on the beach. I just went up to the car quickly to cook up that Gurnard for lunch, and I'm back down again because the fishing's just been so good so far. I decided not to shoot off. Alright, here we go, bait number 4. Alright, back into another fish. Didn't take too long. Doesn't feel very big. Alright, I've got it nice and close now. Gonna have a look. It is another Gurnard. Far out. Oh, well, there we go. straight into another fish. Nice little table fish again. Alright, there we go. There's a nice little Gurnard there. No need to keep this guy since I actually just ate one. So we'll chuck this guy back in the surf and hopefully get into a few more fish. Alright, got another fish on. It was pretty random. I was just checking my bait and then just felt a bunch of weight on here, so I don't know what it is. It's probably something small enough that I didn't even realize it was on. Hopefully it's still alive. Oh, another Gurnard. Alright, there we go. Another nice Gurnard off the west coast here. Seems to be getting heaps of these at the moment. Just 3 Gurnard. This is the 3rd one for the day. Probably going to chuck this guy back in. Chuck him in on this wave here. There we go. Just seen him kick away there. There we go. Another bait ready to go out the back. There we go. That's a nice fish. That feels a bit more like a snapper. Feels a little bit more solid than the last one. I'm picking this one as not a Gurnard. Oh no, is he gone? Just dropped it. Alright, well I just dropped a really nice fish. Had the rod loaded up quite nicely and had some good head shakes, so probably was a solid snapper, but I'll just quickly biff this bait back out. And hopefully there is a few other ones like that out there. Alright, there we go. Hooked up to another fish. It was just getting real quiet. I was actually just about to pack up. Yeah, just seen the rod bend over, which is always nice. I've just managed to lose another fish. Far out. Alright, well the last 2 fish I've hooked I've actually dropped. I've just pulled hooks on 2 fish in a row now. So I don't know what's going on. I think I'm probably just not having enough hook exposure on the bait. So I've tried to rig this one with a heap of hook exposure. You can kind of see there on the side. But I don't know, hopefully we can get one to stick now. Alright, well, a bit of a shame I wasn't able to end the session on a high note because I managed to pull hooks on 2 fish. One of them actually felt quite good, bit of a snapper, but that's alright. Got a few more days fishing my way up the coast. I could probably imagine the snapper fishing should surely get better as I go north, but that might not be the case. But yeah, that's me done for the day. Alrighty, back into it. Got another great day on the west coast. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, at least for this morning. I think it's supposed to be a little bit this afternoon, but that's alright. Going to get a little morning session in. Pretty much same idea as yesterday. Managed to buy a couple of 6 ounces at the dairy yesterday, so see how that goes. Be able to get a little bit of extra distance. Alrighty, it is the afternoon of day 2, just down here at Gillespie's Beach. I had a go at Bruce Bay this morning, but it was very uneventful. Didn't get a single bite in about 2 hours, so I decided just to call it quits there. I also managed to forget the bait elastic, which I'm not too stoked about, but that's alright. Alright, got the first fish on for Gillespie's Beach. Feels extremely small. Pulling it up on the whitewash now. Oh, it's a tiny little shark. Alright, there he is, tiny little grey boy. Alright, there he is, tiny little grey boy, going back in the drink. Alright, there we go, hooked up to another fish here, out at Gillespie's. Feels a bit bigger than the last one, which definitely wouldn't be hard, given that that was just a tiny little shark. It is another shark. Sweet. There we go, shark number 2 for Gillespie's. There we go, a bit of a spiky dogfish there off the beach. A bit bigger than the last one, good little scrap, but get it back into the drink. Alright, I chucked out another bait and about probably 2 minutes later, hooked up again. Chances are, very high chances, we've got another spiky dogfish. Alright, there we go, another West Coast spiky dog. That's about 3 spiky dogfish in about less than 10 minutes, I reckon. I don't know, I'd probably rather be catching spiky dogs than nothing though. Another bait, another shark. There is just so many of them out there, like less than a minute and you'll be already onto one. Alrighty, I've just hooked something and it doesn't feel like a shark. So, I've got it quite close now. We'll see what it is. It kind of feels like a kahawai. It's definitely got a bit of power to it. I've just got it just beached up now. Should get a look at it in a second. Oh yeah, sweet. No, it's quite a good sized kahawai. That's good. I'll take anything that's not a shark at the moment. Alright, there we go. Nice big West Coast kahawai. Perfect little hook set there. All these fish have been on the salted bonito. It's been a great little bait so far, but I'm stoked with that. Alright, there we go. I ended up just keeping that kahawai there. Just got him bled and gutted. Gonna go back and have some of that for lunch. Alright, just straight up for the evening session. Got about 2 hours of sunlight left, just fishing over the high slack tide, so it might not be too much action fishing over that slack tide, but see how it goes. If I start getting too many dogfish, I've got these weird little fish bite thingies that supposedly sharks don't like to eat, so I don't know. We'll give those a crack if I can't catch anything other than sharks. Alright, into the first fish for the evening session. Didn't take too long, took about, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes. Alright, there we go. That's a nice surprise, that's not a shark at all. Nice little Gurnard to get the evening session started off. Alright, there he is. Nice little Gurnard. He's in good shape, it was just hooked in the mouth, so he'll be all good to go back into the drink. I've already had dinner tonight, so no need to keep any fish tonight. Alrighty, into fish number 2 for the evening session. Probably took like 2 minutes since I chucked my last bait out and already into another one. Feels pretty small. Oh yeah, little shark. It had to happen. Another spiky dog. Alright, there he is, just a tiny little shark. Probably almost smaller than the one I got this morning. I don't even know how he fit the bait in his mouth, but we'll send them back. Alright, fish number 3 for the evening. Didn't take long at all, but chances are it is a bit of a shark. Alright, there we go. Another hookup. I think this might be the 4th one for the evening. Alright, there we go, big surprise. It is a little grey boy. Slightly bigger than the last one, but once again, going back in the drink. Alright, there we go, just caught 3 spiky dogs, just one after another. So I'm going to have a crack at using this fish bite stuff and see if I can catch something other than a spiky dog. Alright, I've had that little fish bites bait in the water for about 30 minutes now and haven't caught any little spiky dogs on it, so I guess the proof is in the pudding. If you're wanting to avoid sharks, then that's probably the bait to use. But I've got about maybe 20 minutes of light left, so that'll probably give me just enough time to get back to camp before dark. So that'll be the end of my evening session.